I just finished watching Apple's Glow Time event featuring Apple's latest phones. Today we're diving into the iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max. I gotta say, this year the upgrades look, how can I say, pretty exciting. So my name is Innocent and you're watching TheRawkus TV. In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 of the most important things that I think make the iPhone 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max worth considering. I guess let's get on with it then. First things first, let's talk about design and the display. But just like previous years, Apple has dropped 2 Pro models. The first being the iPhone 16 Pro and the now larger iPhone 16 Pro Max. So the 16 Pro has a 6.3-inch display and the 16 Pro Max has a new huge giant 6.9-inch display, which is up from 6.7. So at this stage, I think iPhones are straight up becoming iPads now. What would Steve Jobs think of the iPhone sizes these days if he was still alive? The screens have definitely gone bigger, but the bezels have gone the opposite direction. They're now pretty much so thin, they're non-existent. The good thing about the smaller bezels means that these edge-to-edge displays are now even more immersive than they were before. Alright, so Apple has also added a whole new machine chassis with a graphite substructure. Basically what this means is this is Apple speak for thermal management. Your phone is going to run a lot cooler when you're playing those intensive games and then when you're running those large language models on your iPhone. So I guess cooler is a good thing. So let's now talk about why we buy a new phone every year. That's because of the cameras, people. The biggest feature this year is the capacitive camera control button. So the capacitive button allows you to control your camera in a lot of very, very interesting ways. You can slide your finger to change the focus. It will launch your camera. You can slide your finger along the button to change the zoom level in a very, very nice and smooth way. And you can also use it to change your f-stop. It can be your shutter button. You can even half press it to focus and then press it all the way to take the picture. I think that feature is coming later this year or something. It's programmable. It's also open to, I guess, app developers to do whatever they will with it too. That's kind of cool. It seems Apple is slowly turning your iPhone into a camera every single year. I think this year, it's more of a camera than my iPhone 16 Pro Max. There are also a lot of really new cool color profiles that are designed to be more useful for people with skin tones like me, because previously the colors were a little bit dead, but now colors look so much better and they're better tuned to cater for different complexions and skin tones, and I am all over that. Apple has also renamed the 48 megapixel main camera to Fusion camera. The Fusion camera sensor offers better binning and also 2 times zoom by cropping into the sensor, of course. So your 24 becomes more like a 48 if you need it to be. And that's a good thing. So one of the biggest improvements for me is my favorite camera, or one of my favorite cameras on the iPhone, the ultra wide. So it's now a 48 megapixel sensor up from 12. This means better resolution, better low light, I guess, abilities, and also, let me see, extra crispy like imagery. You can crop in as well, so if you do like macro photography, you can get in even closer if you need to, and to me that's going to be huge. And also this year Apple has added focus pixels to the ultra wide for the first time. Bada bing, bada boom. I know the sensor is, I don't know if the sensor is bigger, but they're definitely more pixels. Hopefully that's not going to harm the low light functionality this year, but I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I'm really happy with this new upgrade, and I can't wait to try it out. If you are a zoom junkie, there's also been an upgrade this year as well. Because last year, the 5x zoom was only available on the Pro Max, and the Pro only had the 3x zoom, which some people liked. Personally, I think the 3x zoom is more useful than the 5. But this year, both models, the Pro and the Max, all have the 5x tetra prism zoom. I don't know what you guys think about that. Do you prefer the 5 zoom or do you prefer the 3x zoom? Me, I'll be happy with 3. 5 sometimes I think is just a little bit too much for everyday use for that, that sort of thing. But I guess everyone has different needs. So there should be an option to have either a 3 or a 5, but we got 5 across the board this year. All right, so the biggest thing in terms of video this year has been the addition of 120 FPS in 4K. To be honest, I don't know, 120, I think 60 is fine for most things. But I guess 120, if it looks good, it's good. It's an option to have. For me, the biggest update that made me buy the iPhone 15 Pro Max last year was the addition of ProRes log. You still have obviously all that, plus 120 FPS. And apart from that, I don't really think there's been anything in the video department. I mean, you can change the frame rate on your phone after the fact. So from 120, you can go to 24, 25, 30 and all that stuff, which I guess is a good thing. But there hasn't been a massive mind-blowing update in videos this year. I guess the footage might tell a different story when tests are done and stuff, but I feel like not so much upgrades in the video department this year, apart from 120 FPS, which I'm probably not going to use much. So, but it's there if you need it. So there's that. You also now get advanced audio features like the capture of spatial audio on your iPhone using what Apple calls pro-grade microphones, which I guess is pretty cool. Finally, let's talk about performance. Apple is using the A18 Pro chip to power the iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max this year. Apple says the A18 Pro is 15% faster than last year's A17 while using 20% less power. So you're using less power and gaining 15% more performance. I guess that's a good thing. That basically means a boost in speed and efficiency and 2 times faster ray tracing when you're playing games that require ray tracing. So there's also an updated 16-core neural engine, boosting memory bandwidth by 17% according to Apple. This basically translates to better performance by Apple intelligence features, especially for those who rely on, I guess, machine learning in apps or camera capabilities. If you, like me, are serious about video, there's now improved signal processing and video encoding and decoding. This basically means smoother and more powerful video editing on your phone while you are on the go. So I guess there you have it. So these are my 3 reasons why I think the iPhone 16 Pro and the Pro Max are taking things to a whole new level this year. So you're getting better displays, more powerful camera upgrades, and the beast of a chip Apple calls the A18 Pro. So are you planning to upgrade your phone this year? Drop me a comment below and like, share, subscribe, and I guess I'll catch you on the next video. Take it easy, peace out. But before you go, here are some more videos that I think you guys might also like.